So we're back again with one of the 1/72nd aircraft model reviews, and it's really more of a look through the box than a review, but we'll call it what it is. So this is the reissue of the AML Fiat G50. It's Series 1, this, with the canopy that we're not used to. Generally it's just the front windscreen that is iconic with the Fiat G50, and as can be seen here, this is the version used in Spain during the Spanish Civil War. Now it does say here that this is only 300 pieces, and the plastic parts are the Fiat G50 bis from Fly. So that's not what the original was. I did have this a long time ago, sold it for reasons that I don't know, too many kits, should have kept it probably, but I sold it. Happy to see it back, so I've grabbed it again. Now, I'm trying to work out what we've got going on here, because I'm not sure whether AML have acquired Fly have acquired the molds that AML had initially, or this is the Fly kit and we're going to modify it to be a Series 1, don't know. But nevertheless, we've got canopy sections there, which we need. We've got the front windscreen, the centre section and the rear section. And we've got a bag of resin there as well, which looks like it's exhaust stubs, gun sight, seat, chair, and centre console, with a bit of photo etch there as well, and some clear, well, it's not clear film, it's the it's white paper dials that show through the photo etch. We then get a couple of screws. And this probably is starting to tell its own story now, that this is the both versions of the Fiat with a new sprue to cater for the Series 1. I'm guessing these are all the Fly parts, and then they've just made a new sprue for the new version. So what we're going to be using is everything here, but not these fuselage halves. So we've got the one piece lower wing, upper wing sections, pretty crude engine. Details reasonably soft all over. It's okay. It could be a lot better, but it is fine for what it is. It's a short run kit. It's what we'd expect for this medium. Everything looks quite nice actually. Then we've got here the fuselage halves for the version we want to do, and these just cater for the full windscreen canopy. There is presumably a few more differences, I'm not sure, but it looks okay. We've also got the there's a rear section here, so this is the bit that goes behind the cockpit, that goes up to it, so that's the back of the cockpit floor. We've got a different tail wheel, and looks like a smaller propeller. Is it smaller? Yeah, it's just a no, it's not smaller. It's a slightly different profile. Oh, and it's a different propeller sort of hub, boss, whatever you want to call it, there. And then we go on back with the rest of the kit, as we got the tailplane, different cowlings here. Is that? No, I think that is the cowling. And then we've got different parts here as well. So we've got cockpit floor. These counterbalance weights as well. They're all over it. They're on the top and on the bottom. So we have to watch out for those. The resin is a nice touch. I mean, this kit wasn't that expensive considering how much you get. It's only sort of a little bit over £10, maybe 12, 13, something like that. So the photo etch there has got the framework. This is also in the rear of the cockpit, this bit here. Then we've got instrument panel, wheel hubs, covers, or landing gear doors. We've got rudder pedals, a few other small bits and bobs, seat belts. You can see it's extremely thin, very fine looking photo etch. That is the printed dials to show through the back, so you can paint your instrument panel different colour, and then the black colour, and then put your dials behind. And then if you put a few dabs of PVA glue on this side, once it's all finished, that will look like a reflective dials. We've also got the canopy. Now that is a little bit dull. You can see it's a little bit sort of frosted. Well, it's not frosted, it's just rough. If we can get in there and sand that and buff it back a little bit, you might find we'll get it'll be more see-through. Let's see what we can. I mean, that should show you. As you look through there, it's not quite as clear as you'd like it to be. It's not really crisp. But I'll see what we can do with that once we get into the build. And the resin there as well. So we've got the seat, the 2 exhaust stubs, a few small bits, can't quite work out what they are. I think it is a centre console there. You can see the holes there in the seat, a bit like the old Japanese seats, like in the Zero. Got kind of lightning holes in them. And now let's just have a look through the instructions. So we've got the paint guide, and we've got a whole load of stuff here. Decals there, they look very nice, and again they're not all one, they're cut out. Sorry, the carrier film is around the decal, so they don't look like they're going to be a problem. And very crisp and in register. So what have we got here? That's a parts breakdown of what we got. So we got the resin, photo etch, plastic. And then let's have a look at the marking schemes. Now, most of this is the same plane. Well, it's not actually, but it's the same group, and the same thing happened to them. They started off like this, and then they had camouflage applied. So this is the same plane, just at different times. And so is this one, 1-2, and then we've got 1-4, 1-7. As you can see, they had a camouflage applied afterwards. Now this is a nice option if you are not very confident with the airbrush, because you can just paint it in a sand colour. If you are and you want to have a go, then you can crack on with trying to do this very tight camo pattern. But these are all in the same place. They didn't actually engage, they were very late. This is May 1939 and the war was over, I think, in June or July, certainly the summer of 1939. So they did fly a few sorties, but I don't think they engaged the enemy. June 1939. So there we are. That's nice colour instructions as well. So here we're just running on through. It's nice and clear. Again, for a kit of this, AML's instructions didn't look like this. So this is presumably something that Fly has offered as well, is brand new instructions and in colour. So we go on through, we can see that we've got, these are the same parts, but it's making 2 different versions of the cockpit. That's why we're repeating, because this is lifted from a different version, the BIS version. So this is what we're going to do. We've got this rear section and then this panel going up here. That's the photo etch bit that we looked at, and then that is what goes under this rear section of the canopy there. And then we've got the engine all going together. Again, that is buried quite deep in the cowling, and there's not an awful lot that you can see once you've got the sort of end on the cowling, so I'm not going to worry too much about that being a bit of a soft detail. Got the fuselage going together with the cockpit going in. I see the right, it's not explained at all well here. It's not showing that it's an option, but what you're going to have to do, or what I'm going to do, is run on through and cross out any parts that are not applicable, because this is what we're doing. This is the BIS version. Just looks like you're going through it twice. Then we've got the wings going on, machine guns down through the cowling, going over the engine, undercarriage on, and that completes it. So there we are. That's the AML reissue of the Fiat G50 Series 1, I'm going to call it. There's the other versions that they've got. So this is just showing some of the confusion. We got the 2-seater, we got the normal BIS version, the different engines. There's 4 or 5 versions. So you just got to pick your way through the instructions carefully, and then all the stuff is in there to build the kit we want to build. So that's the main thing. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.